episode of FIFA 18, this World Cup. This World Cup episode, of course, we're going to be kicking off Group J. Once again, in Estadio Azteca here. It's going to be Cameroon taking on Egypt. This is Group J, so Group J features Cameroon, Egypt, Ivory Coast, and South Africa. And, well, the winner of this will get two of the final 6 spots left of the of qualifying to knockout stage. It's crunch time for a lot of teams, you know. Again, there's only 6 spots left, and there's 3 groups. That means 2 from each group are going to get it, and that's how it's been the entire time. But now that this is coming to a close, teams are hungrier and they want it more. And I'm curious to see on exactly how this is going to go.
Because 1 or 2 new to the international scene, so nerves might play a part. You either settle quick with your punch, or it takes a bit of time. We'll see what.
So I'm very interested in how this is going to go. Like I said, Cameroon, I believe last year made it. I think they're one of the 2 teams that actually, 2 or 3 teams that had a sweep. So in the group stage, so far we've only had 1 team have a sweep in the group stage, and that was Slovenia, and probably one of the toughest ones. I'm really looking forward to all of this today, because I know it's going to be something different. I know it's going to be just non-stop amazing awesomeness, and it's going to be, I think this is going to be a great episode today, to be honest with you.
He's one I know Alan's keeping an eye on here. What I like about him is his acceleration as much.
So I think this is going to really
he can really leave somebody flat-footed when he's got a mind to it.
I'd like to say this could really shock the world. This group has a lot of talent, and I could see one of these teams as a very big dark horse, whether it's Egypt, Cameroon, South Africa, or Ivory Coast, or Côte d'Ivoire, however you like to call them.
On the attack here.
But that's just my opinion. But if you're wondering so far who has made it to the knockout stages, well, I will tell you. So far, the teams that have made it in order from group stage, from groups. From Group A, it was Argentina and Mexico. From Group B, it was Slovenia and Russia. From Group C, it was Norway and the Netherlands. From Group D, it was Portugal and Uruguay. From Group E, it was the United States and Northern Ireland. From Group F, it was Spain and Peru. From Group H, it was Germany and Belgium. From Group G, it was England and France. From Group I, it was Greece and Romania. So we got J, K, and L left of the group stage. After say we only have K and L to do. So I'm very pumped up for this. All these teams fought so hard to get here. Well, most of them fought so hard to get here. So, you know, every team does deserve a shot. The next year it's going to be a whole lot more competitive when we trim it down from 36 to 42 potentially. That's what we're going to do, is potentially have the 42 or 4, I mean not 42, 44. And it's going to be interesting. It's either going to go down to either to 44 to 36, so it just depends on how everything goes. What I decided to how I decided to make up my mind, I guess, on that one. He goes Basagog. He had a man. He's getting trapped and he's about to lose it. Oh, and Cameroon loses it. Egypt is in the white, Cameroon is in the green and red.
Trezeguet.
Goes Abubakar. It's a shot and it's a goal for Cameroon. Basagog gets the shot here off somehow. Let's see one more time. It gets blocked. He gets it to Basagog and he gets right past the goalkeeper, who I believe the goalkeeper honestly thought that he had his man beat. Christian Basagog with a big goal in this one.
He saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was
Because Abubakar against Cameroon gets it back. And these guys are also prideful. Let's say it's for national dominance, for global dominance. What a great cut there. Gets intercepted here by Hazard. It's El Said. Pushed up, he's wise with to be stopped. He's got one man with him. It's not going to be enough. There's way too many of the Cameroon players out of the shot. That should have been blocked, I believe. Oh no, it's a goal kick.
Yeah, he took responsibility, didn't he? And he'll be hoping it's a bit better next time.
Zambo and Gisa.
And
Now this looks promising. Going forward well. Kanjo.
Alright. That was fun. My bad, folks. That was my laptop, so I can see the chat screen. I keep forgetting to mute the volume.
Just deflected behind for that.
Oh, that's a nice one. The crowd enjoyed it.
There's a corner here for
first time into the right-hand side.
Cameroon. They take it. That's actually a very weird corner they just took. I'm not sure if they're trying to cross it in or try to delve deeper into the box. Now Egypt is playing 10. Oh, they let it go. Oh! So we've seen fans from all around the world stop by to see this event, and it's just getting bigger here. I think this has actually been a way better crowd than the crowd in France. And you really involved this crowd. Trezeguet's got it though. Could he try to get the score, the equalizer? He assistantly headers it. I mean, the cross came in, but the goalkeeper just punched it away.
Opportunity in a wider area.
So again, here goes Siani. Yeah, to Dushum. To Mabuka. To Dijum. The shot could save. Egypt has it back, but it's about to go right back. Never mind, it's right to Egypt. They've got 2 minutes at a time, so they push this one up here, folks. Cameroon gets it back. And that really should be at the end of the half, I believe. Yep, there it is. I know it was coming eventually. I was like, one thing I will say is that there's been some questionable calls. There was a lot of questionable calls in the first World Cup that we did. So, that's what it is.
It's the start now of the second half. Good position. They've worked this attack very well. Shreds it through.
It's neat to say that for the goalkeeper.
Gabet. Well saved. Little private game between the two of them.
Cameroon's kind of playing with those two defenders from Egypt there. They're finally starting to push one up a bit. Gets intercepted here by Egypt. El Said. Gets up Mohsen. Elneny. Mohamed Elneny, very good play by the way. Elneny again.
Here they are on the attack. A timely challenge. El Said. Still got a bit to do, but this is promising.
They got far, but then it came. Philip is now Cameroon has it. So Egypt had a really good attack going on, and that just kind of fell flat.
He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
Oh, certainly has been.
He played really well, didn't he? And he got himself a goal to put his team ahead. He'll be pleased with that first 45 minutes.
The shot, an easy save there.
No trouble for the goalkeeper.
Phil El Hadari. This is one of my favorite things to do every year. It's amazing, and and it proves it time and time again.
Played forward, a bit of menace in this attack.
But we are going to change the Champions League up just a bit,
Keep this game flowing. That's a good idea.
because
Couldn't quite keep it down, just over the top.
Yeah, just leaning back a touch, got under it. Not bad effort though.
Toko Akambi going to come in for Bazagog, by the way, substitution made by Cameroon, and Hassan going to come in for Molson, substitution made by Egypt. That is a double substitution. But we're going to change it. We may not do the Champions League trophy anymore. I'm not really sure on that one. We may not. Just depends on how I feel about it.
Tackle here. Abu Bakr. Can really get at the opposition here.
Shot, oh, so close.
Not too much direction.
Here goes another double substitution. And for Cameroon, it's Mandejek going to come in for Dejoum. And for Egypt, it's going to be Karaba going to come in for Trezeguet.
Andre Frank, Sambo, and Gisa.
What's up, it's me, How's it going, man? Welcome back. Welcome back, bro.
Hassan.
That's Hassan, I guess Salah.
There's a danger feel to this attack. It's looking good.
He's got it open, but he's got to be careful. The shot, oh.
Super reflexes from the goalkeeper.
It's going to be a corner here for Egypt.
Points for a corner. Corner's taken.
And a very bad corner at that. Why didn't I put? Because when I originally actually got to the tournament, the mode wasn't out yet. And so I started this about 2 weeks before they even made the announcement.
That's a shame.
So I was ahead of them putting the mode out. So it would have made no sense for me to switch right in the middle of it.
Oh, he's through. Gone a little early there, I think. Flags up.
Yeah, a bit over eager to get on the end of it. Well, there's nothing wrong
Plus,
with the
there's a big difference between my World Cup and the Games World Cup, like in real life. They have 36 teams. I try to include 48 out of the 50. But next year, it's probably going to change to 36. If not, maybe 44. Just depends on how I feel.
I think he did, just clipped it. So unlucky.
Mohamed El Neni. Mohamed Salah.
Salah to El Mohammedi, wow. To El Said, he's got one man with him. He tried to cross one in. I think that's the wrong guy he tried to cross it into.
Sambo and Gisa. Now, can he take them on?
That was a great interception there from Egypt. That was Mohamed Ali.
Looked very encouraging.
To Tikara Bali says, folks, we'll have 6 spots left.
Plenty of width for the team to attack into.
That should have been the level goal. But what a great save of the goalkeeper trying to cross it in now. The header, oh!
Full on the frame of the goal. Going forward well. Opportunity here.
Wow. Yeah, really, that was wow. Good substitution made by Cameroon. Oh, no, never mind, he's injured.
An important time for this manager here, trying to manage the situation and keep the lead, and making this substitution with that game management in mind.
Mumi Nega Malu just came in for Kanja, there you go.
Mohamed El Neni.
I may be a little bit slower than usual with names. It's trying to learn the globe's names are a little bit difficult, especially for an American.
And the margin is still just 1 goal.
Referee letting Cameroon have the advantage. Oh, they call the offsides.
To really get in at the goalkeeper, running off the
and the yellow card in Siani. Sebastian Siani.
An example of excellent refereeing here. He delayed his punishment. He's going to show a card now, but he wanted that previous attack to at least find its natural conclusion.
Yeah, he's one of our more experienced refs, isn't he? And I like watching him go about his work and showed his experience there.
Abu Bakr. They could pose some danger now.
Here it goes. Goal number 2, not going to happen.
Really had to deal with that. Could have really hurt.
You got 2 minutes of time, folks. Right now, Cameroon is still in the lead. Egypt could score a miracle goal. We have seen it before, folks, in this tournament. I would not be surprised if that happens again, but if it doesn't, hey, they still tried their hardest. Next game we got for you, folks, is going to be Ivory Coast taking on South Africa. That is next. And heartbreakingly, that is the end of the game, end of the first game, folks. Cameroon defeats Egypt 1-0 to get a huge 3 points to start their campaign off in this World Cup. But next up is Ivory Coast taking on South Africa, and last time, if I'm not mistaken, it was Cameroon and Ivory Coast who actually advanced from the same group as they are now. They got put in the same group again, which is actually quite interesting. I did not realize that till previously. But, you know, hey, we can't switch everything up, looks like. So it's going to be Ivory Coast taking on South Africa. What's up next, everybody? Here in the Estadio Azteca. Boom. Let's get it rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. That's actually a really good song. Alright, let's see how I'm going to do this here. Let's see if this works. Hi, I got the top one. Good job, kid. Cornet. Good. Oh, that was a bad one. Nonetheless, let's kick it off, folks. Ivory Coast, or Cote d'Ivoire, taking on South Africa after Cameroon just defeated Egypt in a 1-0 battle.
4-3-3, and they've got natural wide players in that front three with a central striker.
I think that's the key, because those lads on the flanks, it's quite a complicated job actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward, and they've also got to funnel back when they haven't got the ball, so an onus on them.
Really getting at the opposition this far up the pitch now. Looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Good support play from his teammates. Well, that's good defending.
Alright, here we go, folks. It said South Africa is in the green, actually really in the cool like lime green, like the Sprite green, and Ivory Coast is in the orange, like fan out. It's the best way I can describe that for you.
Into the attacking third.
Goes Asiale. Yeah, it's a Gibamin. The shot, oh!
He was trying to do, opening up his body to place it, but he's placed it wide, sadly for him.
It's going to be a goal kick here for the Republic of South Africa. I think it's why it says RSA, Republic of South Africa, I would think.
Just lent the ball.
Hopefully I'm right. I don't want to look dumb right there.
Here's a chance to attack. Gets his foot in there.
There it goes. You had a man. Why'd you jump past to your teammate? Come on, Asiale.
He looked so composed, and then to do that, his teammates won't let him forget that.
What was it? Was right there. I didn't pass to him. What was he doing? I would have passed to my teammate who had a better look than I did, than he did right there, Asiale, if that was me, and then I would try to have him score, because it was clearly. It was a very tough shot from the angle. I don't think anyone really would have hit that unless you're like one of the best players in the world, like a Ronaldo of such. And that was a very foolish mistake in my opinion. But yeah, I do believe it was Ivory Coast and Cameroon advanced last year, and well, they have Egypt and South Africa have a chance to rewrite the wrongs, essentially.
Because he's quicker than them.
So I'm hoping in FIFA 19 that they put about all the teams that they normally don't have in the game because they made it, because they made the national, because they made the World Cup this year. I think that would be awesome.
And that's good support as they build this attack. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. He's had to tackle there to concede the corner. Here's a chance.
Goes the header. Oh!
He plays safe, tipping it over. That will be a corner. Corner's taken. Trying to divert it in. He points to the spot. Penalty.
Whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Penalty given, but no.
What? Wait a minute. What call was that? Hold up. I need to re-see this. All right. I'm not sure if I'm seeing that right. I don't believe that was a penalty. With a shot here, it's gonna be a save. But I really do not believe that call was the right call at all. I'm looking at that penalty. I think it's a really bad call by the referee right there. And well, at least thankfully for South Africa in their case, whoever shot that missed it. But that, wow, it's another miss. A lot of misses here for Ivory Coast. Zwayne gonna get it to Frosler. To Zingu. To Furman. To Tao. Is that how I say Tao? This goes Dolly. Gotta be careful. Oh. A great interception there by Coleman. Going dishing out all the way to. Oh, it was a great interception there from South Africa. Zwayne. He's got a couple of yards to move up here. Vilkaza. What are the names sometimes? Things are very. Some of these guys' names are really hard to pronounce. I'm getting there though. Let's see, that's Zungu. That's here goes Asiale getting it to Kese. I do remember Kese from last year. And the header is a goal for Ivory Coast. A great call, a great cross, and a great header to follow it up there from Cornet. A great cross from Asale to Cornet. One more time here. Look at this one more time. Look at this. He gets it right past the defender, and he gets it right before the actual the other defender. The guy who was guarding Cornet could. Look at that. It was a second in his favor, and that's why it went right to the net.
Very hard to stop.
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Phenomenal job by Maxwell Cornet. Phenomenal finish. Some great teamwork there on display.
Looking good, this move. He's still going. Fine run, this. Looked to take them all on here, and it didn't quite work out, but great effort.
It's been really difficult to say. I would believe that Ivory Coast has had possession for the majority of this game so far.
Can't give it away here. Keeps it okay.
To a point, I'd really have to say 60-40 maybe. If I'm going by percentage.
He's blocked the shot well. Now they've got the chance to push forward from this deepish position.
And goes a +3 for added time here in the first half. Gets intercepted by Kese from Ivory Coast.
There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view.
They've run it very well forward.
Goes DA.
Cut it out. That's half time.
And that is the end of the first half. Folks, on to the second half of this game. Well, one of my favorite, like, their halftime music. Well, one of my favorites are there. Boom, 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 boom,
Start of the second half for you. Here's a chance to attack.
It's a cross. Oh!
It could be a chance for the corner.
This goes corner from the cross. Gonna be, it's been okay. It's not the best cross, but dude, still retain possession.
The cross put in by Aurier. Punched away.
Goalkeeper punched that one away.
And then it goes towards.
And good catch there. That's, yeah, that's definitely be a call there.
That's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the
So just 6 spots left, and the last 3 groups get those 6 spots, and that's when it's really where you see the most of who really wants it and who doesn't want. You see the teams that are kind of going in just like, we don't know if we've got this, and there's some teams that really just have level head into this thing and really shock us sometimes. Norway did the thing, Slovenia and Russia, I think, shocked us. A lot of teams shocked us, to be honest.
Now a throw it. Well, the crowd applauding as he's been taken.
Throwing here for Ivory Coast. Substitution made by them as well. Kalu going to come in for Asiale.
He's had a very good game.
Oh, he has. He had all the tricks in his locker, pulling some really good crosses that his strikers were grateful for.
It's a booming one.
It's going to be a throw here.
Be a throw in.
Now Bay.
That's a boom one. It goes Makoltro going to come in for, I think, Tizane. Substitution made by South Africa. Right now, South Africa's had a hard time really doing anything right now. So this is probably the farthest they've gotten up. And now a corner here for South Africa.
Decided to take a short corner this time. Has to clear it.
Well, that's not going to do much for him, but alright. Ivory Coast gets it back here. Kadra going to get it to Kalu. And that just barely, from what it looked like, that barely made it over the post.
He had to take the shot quickly, the lad who was trying to score.
Gustavo. Get the dolly.
Anticipated the
Intercepted there by Ivory Coast. Then against the right back from South Africa. Alright, let's see how this is going to go. I like it. Uh-oh. Don't like a battle for the ball, but Ivory Coast does win it.
Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Time to set himself here.
And again, just nipping the top of the net. But Decore going to come in for DA, by the way. This was made by Ivory Coast. South Africa trying to push it up here. They've got a decent attack going on, and they lose it again. Another shot. Oh! Fine save indeed.
Being behind, you can understand that. He's put in the corner. Space for the shot.
Oh wow. Alright. Here goes Ivory Coast. Gonna get to Kesse. To Gibman. Gibamine probably. Pepe gotta be careful, I'll get intercepted here.
Giving the opposition a problem with their interpassing.
South Africa pushing up here, they get to Tau.
They're in a good position here.
Ref Yuta, oh.
What a miss.
Well,
So
what
that was
chance
the
of an equaliser that
yeah, but he was shoved. Everyone saw that. No, not that guy. He just missed, but the poor guy who got sandwiched in right there. That was not a fun time for him.
On to Kalu. Getting forward well as a team now. Now Kalu. He might be through. Throw in here.
Wow, that was a boom one. Goes Conan.
Put in from the wide area.
He clipped him, ref. You saw right there. He chop blocked him. Tried to take out his knee. Fiale gonna come in for a. I'm not even try. I chopped the first name up. I'm not even try. That name was just way too much for me right there. I apologize.
Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. He's very confident with the ball at his feet. Good defending.
Well, South Africa with that substitution.
One eye on the clock and the other on the match, because there's just that one goal in it, but it's a goal to the good. 5 minutes left. Now the shot.
Easy save there for him. Now the next game we got for you folks is going to be South Africa taking on Cameroon. That's up next.
Into the attacking third. Maybe he'll cross it here. Here's a chance.
Quite a great block there from the South African defender.
Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass. It's good play until they got that challenge in. Incisive pass. Just the keeper to beat.
He's pushed it up. He's got one guy with the. Oh, the goalkeeper saw it.
Cross left his foot.
3 minutes about a time. Maybe South Africa can try to score a late goal. Can they do it? The shot, goal! And the equalizer literally at the final moment of the game. What a huge goal. It's tied up 1-1 apiece now. What a roaring crowd here. In a game where I think they've only had 3 shots, South Africa, and they make good on the final shot opportunity they had. And he goes right past the goalkeeper. What a huge goal from Helanti. We haven't seen many last-second goals. That is one hell of a last-second goal right there. And at least they get a point instead of having nothing. What a huge goal that was. But next up, folks, they do go against a little bit of tough competition because they're going against Cameroon. No, it's ending the match as a draw, pal. That was a very, very big match. Next up, South Africa taking on Cameroon. It's up next. Like told me that in the instructions. What? So confused. Here we go, folks. South Africa and Cameroon go after South Africa scored a huge last-second goal to tie it up. South Africa is in the yellow and green, and Cameroon is in the green and red.
And they've got natural wide players in that front three with a central striker.
I think that's the key, because those lads on the flanks.
So I'm showing the stats of time for that last game.
Because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward, and they've also got to funnel back when they haven't got the ball. So an onus on them.
Attacking well here.
And here it goes. Cameroon, the shot. Oh! It really did.
Went for placement. Really good technique from him.
Goal kick here for South Africa. And folks, if you like the action, we're doing this 2 more times this week, tomorrow and Friday. And so if you're a big fan of soccer, I definitely hit that sub button to my channel. We do a lot of it here. I'm a big soccer fan myself.
The offside stops the play. Flag went up. Referee blew. Vilakazi.
Goes Wang, and he gets Zungug, now to Frosler.
Now this looks promising.
Great reception there from Cameroon. He goes Tiani now. Gets intercepted here by Frosler from South Africa. Oh, referee. I'm about to say, thank you.
Giving that free kick.
Goes a free kick here. A good cross could lead to a potential goal here for South Africa. Yeah, that's not going to work. Goes Siani. Uh-oh.
Coming on strong and looking to play their way through now.
But he's got him here. To Jum to Abubakar. To Makanjo. To Bezagog. Gets stopped here, but to be a throw-in. I don't know, referee. You're not playing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how the referees officiate this game so far, in my opinion. Well, this group stage, I should say, has been some very bad calls, and then there's some really great calls, but then that 3 or 4 calls I'm shaking my head on, and then 2 of them have to do with actually South Africa getting them.
He's got support here. Tackle goes in. Got it back again from his teammate. Good forward play from them.
That was the header. Oh.
Here's the chance. Given it, he tried to place it.
Hey, if he would have passed that, that might have not been an offside, depending on where he was specifically right there. So the crowd here in Stade Aztec has been pretty much lively this entire group stage, and I have to thank you for that. And then next week, when the actual World Cup starts, we'll be in the knockout stage. And once we finish the knockout stage, we'll be down to... We'll be in the quarterfinals, then the semifinals, and then what we'll do is we'll have the semifinals and final. We'll have the finals probably as their own episode leading up to everything, but that, and that way it'll be a shorter episode to end it. But we'll put like an 8-minute thing, that way it lasts a little bit longer.
They've got the ball into a good area. Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. Andre Frank, Sambo Anguissa.
They're pushing it up, and then South Africa with a great interception here. Vilakazi gonna get to Tau. To Zwain. By far the coolest name I've said so far has to be Zwain. I don't know why, I wouldn't know what it is, but Zwain sounds pretty cool.
The opposition saw the pass coming.
To Dolly. Tao. Swain again. Gets intercepted here by Cameroon. Goes Siani to Abubakar.
Onto the attack now. Striding forward.
They're trying to push it here. Can he get to it? The shot. Oh, good save.
Well done, the goalkeeper. He's hung on to the ball.
South Africa has possession of the football at the moment.
Into the attacking third. Now this is an interesting attack.
Shot gets blocked. Good defense there from Cameroon. The pass gets blocked now from Cameroon.
The ball back. Quick thinking.
South Africa, it's Tao. Gonna get to Vilkazi, trying to do something here. And he gets stopped just like that.
Abubakar comes to get it to feet. He's come rather deep to do that, the main striker.
Time ticking away here, and well, it's be a throw in here for South Africa. It's some pretty decent territory, to be honest with you, especially with that time coming along. And mind they lose it here. It's 2 minutes of head time though for the first half.
Easy on the eye, but in the end pretty easy to defend against. Can really get at the opposition here. And he's got to get it away now. Well, that is half time. And the score is 0-0 here. They've actually had the same number of shots.
Alright, well, that's an interesting first half. We're still tied and waiting for that first goal to get on the board. But it's been a very defensively interesting game. It's been very physical.
At the start of the second half. It's looking good, this move.
Dijom now to Makanjo. What's Cameron doing here? Cross in the oh, I thought that was actually a block there for South Africa. It's going to be thrown for Cameroon. They got a lot of ground to make up for where they were well first at when they had that amazing attack going on.
Attacking power in this situation.
Great reception there from South Africa.
Vilakazi. There's good progress with this attack. Bit of space to go forward into with the ball. Here's the shot. And that is quite a wild effort at goal, although he got good contact on the ball. Zamba Angisa. Mukanjo. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Taking on the defender.
There goes Cameroon. They're trying to push it up here. He's got a wide open shot. If he can beat his man. Oh.
And that will be a throw.
A double substitution as well, but thrown for Cameroon. For South Africa, it's Makot Joe going to come in for Zwain. And then for Cameroon, it's Toko Akambe going to come in for Bazigug.
Zamba Angisa. That's good movement forward here. Now, can he take them on?
Well, he went past him at the shot. Oh, again.
Opening goal. Oh dear, oh dear. I think it's one of those
Goal kick here for South Africa.
For the rest of the match.
Well, there is cover if he loses the ball, but he won't want to do that here.
There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view.
And Jota's be careful. He just got intercepted there.
Abubakar. Mukanjo.
Okay, just pushed up really well, but it's about to be trapped if it isn't there. You gotta get dishes out to Abubakar, and get it to Deschamps. The shot. Goal for Cameroon, and now it's 1-0, folks. Cameroon leads. And the crowd here is absolutely roaring. We knew it was just a matter of time till that first goal to be scored, and we see it here. Let's one more time on replay. The defender right there was a beautiful, actually, high-arcing shot. And the jump just got that right over the goalkeeper. It looked like right a fingertip away from actually blocking that. That was actually a very good shot.
These two have got a great understanding with their passing.
See how South Africa responds. Dolly. Oh, they called the offsides.
Yeah, he's playing on the shoulder, but just needs to hold his gun a touch.
Mondeja going to come in for Deschamps. Substitution made by Cameroon.
Still got a bit to do, but this is promising.
Trying to fight to stay. She was going to get it here. I couldn't tell who had it after a couple of seconds. Just like a swarm of like them.
He made that look like a poor pass with a very good interception.
Goes South Africa, still trying to look for something here. Well, it'd be fun if the score got another last-second goal tied up.
Into the attacking third. No advantage here. The referee stopped it for offside.
Pen and offsides on South Africa.
We're looking for a couple of killer passes here from the attacking team against defenders that are really earning their money. The whole team is defending.
So, well, South Africa did try to push up quickly, but instead they get right back to Cameroon.
Anticipated the direction of the pass and was
it's taken right back to South Africa. All right.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well into a quite a dangerous position now. Andre Frank Sambo Anguissa.
Well, some good stuff there, hell. As Cameroon still has it.
Played forward, a bit of menace in this attack. It goes out wide again. Pass. And the player with the ball has so many options.
Shot, maybe. Off the post. Look at the crowd. That entire crowd was in a complete awe.
Corner swung in. Very good distance to the clearance. Throw in now.
Throw in here for South Africa.
Kamohelo Makocha. Abubakar.
And folks, the next game, oh, there goes my pen. The next game we got for you is going to be Ivory Coast taking on Egypt. That's next.
Good position here. We can cut it back now. You see what he was trying to do, opening up his body to place it. But he's
a miss there again for South Africa. You know, South Africa did score a last-second goal not too long ago. Did I say miss for South Africa? I meant Cameroon. Nonetheless, but South Africa did score a last-second goal before. And I think they're about to do it again, potentially.
Running out of time. They can still save themselves, but they're running out of opportunities.
Oh. That was close. That should be it. That really should be it. Yep, there it is. And South Africa does hold the loss here against Cameroon. That 1-0 loss. Still a very good game though. Very good game all the way to the end. Ivory Coast and Egypt is up next. To wait for this one, folks. What's up, Wally? How's it going, man? So it's gonna be Ivory Coast. Did not pass him. There you go. Versus Egypt. It's up next. Booyah. Aloha Park. That's an interesting one. I said, yeah, I still am debating on what's gonna be next year's holder for the tournament. It's gonna take me a little while, but we'll get there. Oh wow. Boom. We missed. You know, for some reason I've always been really bad at this one because I try to shoot it as soon as it comes like off the thing. It's like the worst strategy possible. What's up, Dennis? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. But here we go, folks.
Because you've got the family in the crowd quite often, you know, they're listening to the national anthem while you're standing there, and it's one of those days that you don't tend to forget. Very proud for these players.
Egypt is in the whites. Ivory Coast is in the orange.
With a 4-3-3 formation here for them. Is that the way you see it, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, it can be adjusted. It could almost be a 4-5-1 if they decide to come over all defensive, this team. But if
Egypt did take a loss to Cameroon in the first game. I hope they really cannot afford to take a loss here against the Ivory Coast.
Here's a check now on the Egypt team. Well, we think, Alan, it will be a 4-5-1 formation, which can look a bit negative.
Yeah, but you look at the players in that five, that midfield five, and I think a couple at least will be trying to support.
Yep, we'll be seeing those today too, Wally.
Timely challenge.
Does Egypt push it up? Oh.
Coming up now, a corner. The ball's just deflected behind for that.
Corner here for Egypt.
Swung in from the corner.
And Ivory Coast is not going to have any of that.
That's a combination of skill and will to hold off the opposition. Good strong tackle. Well, he ready to be the star of the show today.
Oh, wow.
What I like about him is his acceleration as much as just that.
There's the Hagues.
He can really leave somebody flat-footed when he's got a mind to it.
Said both teams could definitely use a big win here, especially after Cameroon has won 2 games now.
He's coming forward with some danger. Whipped in from the wide area. Cleared away by the defender.
Personally, Wally, I would kind of enjoy the Cavs getting swept.
That would be a throw.
Here we go. It gets thrown for Egypt.
Trezeguet. Put into the middle.
The header. Oh. Egypt still has it, though. They have still got it.
Well, he has got a chance to get the cross in. Come away with the ball cleanly. Great tackle.
I think that might be. Uh-oh. Did he hurt badly? He may be hurt really bad. There should be a substitution there made, yeah. Gabber, we probably won't be seeing him for a little while. Yikes. That was Abdul Shafiq coming for Gabber. Substitution made by Egypt.
The approach play looks very encouraging. El Neni. Onto the attack now. Trezeguet.
Look at that one. See you, Wally.
Mohamed Abdul Shafiq. That's good support play from his teammates. Gets his cross in.
Here it goes. Uh-oh.
That's a free kick awarded here.
Free kick should be awarded to, but yeah, Ivory Coast.
Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress.
Here goes Ivory Coast. It's Cassé, the shot. Oh, I thought that was a goal.
Frustrated that it wasn't quite on target.
Well, if he keeps getting in those kind of areas, I'm sure he'll score pretty soon.
I did believe that was a goal right there, folks. I really did.
Trezeguet. Mohamed El Neni.
There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view.
Next game, by the way, folks, is South Africa taking on Egypt.
Able to make a good interception. El Said. Trezeguet. Trezeguet on the ball.
That's good movement forward here. Good vision.
El Said.
That's a goal for Egypt, and that was that? I think that was a mistake. It looked like, if we can see it one more time, it bounced. Oh no, that was actually a goal. For a minute there, I thought it bounced with the goalkeeper for a minute. Yeah, I took my eyes away from the game real quick to look at a phone. I look up, there's already a goal scored. I'm like, what?
Opened the scoring, 1-0 here.
Well away from goal.
Salah is intercepted here by Cancun, I believe, from
Mohamed El Neni.
Ivory Coast. But then Egypt did get it back though.
Nice passing.
Then Ivory Coast stole from them. It's like a back and forth battle here, battle for the ball.
Mohamed El Neni.
Here it goes, not going to have it. Ivory Coast is not going to let another goal get scored by Egypt here.
With good vision.
Here goes Cornet Maxwell. The shot is completely off target. Not even close to the goalkeeper. Not go close to the whole goal post.
It's good work between these two.
Great steal there from Ivory Coast.
Too early.
That, I feel, was going to clearly be an offsides.
Look across the line.
So the last two teams who made it from this group last year were actually Cameroon and Ivory Coast, and it looks to be that maybe we'll have a change this year. It might just happen.
Into the attacking third. Mohamed Salah. Well, then it goes.
Very good distance to the clearance.
It's a booming one. Great steal there from Egypt. Egypt really playing hard, but they just gave it back to Kodja from Ivory Coast. Maxwell just go for the shot. Maybe, I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, unless he got intercepted by Egypt.
Mohamed Abdul Shafi. Not sure how risky this might be.
And that is the end of the first half, folks. We're on the second half of this game.
And the referee has blown, and the second half is now in progress. In midfield, they've got it back via an interception.
Now this looks promising.
Makes the challenge here. El Mohamedi. Mohamed Salah. Now this is an interesting attack. El Neni. Trezeguet. On the attack here.
Some good there, but it's probably going to go back to... No, Ivory Coast still has it. He just beats man. The corner. The cross. Not the corner. The cross. Oh, no, it's nothing. It's at the corner. My goodness.
Well, the player that we're featuring here has done well. He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
Well, he played really well, didn't he? And he got himself a goal.
Wow, it's going to be a throw in here for Ivory Coast. Some really great territory. And enemy territory at that one. At that point.
He's very confident with the ball at his feet. It's a good cross.
The cross, Maxwell really mistimed that one.
There's some potential in this move. Oh, he's cut that out well read. And in he goes with the tackle. Gets his cross in. That's a straightforward piece of work for the goalkeeper.
It's a boom one, all right.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Trezeguet. Well saved. Trezeguet. Time to get the ball in. Trezeguet.
Here goes the header. Goal number 2 is not going to happen. Here goes the double substitution. Right now for the Ivory Coast side, it's going to be Kalou going to come in for Asiale. And for Egypt, Ward are going to come in for Trezeguet.
Good run towards the near post.
That was a good header. It just goalkeeper saw it happening. Kaja, the shot. Oh.
And turned it aside. El Neni. It's Salah now. Here they are on the attack.
Did he really work it up that far? Holy moly, that almost made it in too.
And opponents around him, that's good screening of the football. Geoffroy Seredier. That's gone out of harm's way for a goal kick.
Another double substitution, my goodness. This time from Ivory Coast, it's going to be Decore going to come in for DA. And Assad going to come in for Mawson from Egypt. So next game we got for folks is South Africa taking on Egypt.
Could be dangerous. It's going to be a throw here.
So Egypt and South Africa did not advance from this group the last time. There was a substitute by Ivory Coast. Pepe going to come in for Cornet. Cross comes in. Oh. Caught by the goalkeeper. As time is ticking out here on Ivory Coast, they got to try to do something.
Made the challenge well.
Try to tie this one up and at least get a point. And both teams played really well today, but again, Ivory Coast had one little blunder that cost them, the game at the moment.
Still time, even this late in the game, for a twist to the tail.
Oh, there still is.
Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging.
Once I'm about to charge in my controller here.
5 minutes left for an equaliser, or maybe to pull 2 ahead. Now this looks promising. Well, they could have been opened up there, but the interception stopped that.
The header's not going to happen. Goalkeeper saw it happening. It's going to be a booming one too. Ivory Coast does get it back. They still have a little bit of time left, plus added time.
Looking for teammates in the middle.
The shot, we're tied, and now it's 1 apiece here. Ivory Coast and Egypt.
Absolutely amazing. Everybody shocked inside this stadium.
The crowd is absolutely on the. What an amazing crowd this is here in the Estadio Azteca here in Mexico. Gotta love this crowd. It's been amazing. It's been phenomenal.
So away we go at 1-1.
The last seconds, the last minutes of the game is that big goal now. Can Egypt potentially score a goal the last couple seconds? Uh-oh. Here goes Pepe. Now they have a little bit of time left to score the one to win. 2 minutes of added time, but I think that's... Oh, how heartbreaking. That should have been the game-winning goal for Egypt. It should have been.
90 minutes up now.
Then again, it should have. But it's not going to be that. Wow, what a game. Nonetheless, folks, we're going to the next one. South Africa takes on Egypt after, in my opinion, this was a really good game. I was absolutely impressed with that, but this is where I've got to make sure I do all the stats in time and got to let you guys know on what's going to happen with what and who's doing what. Unless I do believe South Africa is at home for this one, and they are indeed. Here we go. South Africa, there you go. And then Egypt. No, it's actually Egypt at home. My bad. Whoops, I misread that one. My bad. It's Egypt at home. Then South Africa's on the road. Whoops. I think South Africa has a cool away jersey with the whole, like, I love the green. Nonetheless, here we go. And a game that means quite a lot for South Africa here, actually. They said Cameroon, we know, definitely advances no matter what. Wow, I'm not really trying right now. But, they definitely advance. They had 6 points. No one's really going to even equal that. So it's really just going to be who's going to join Cameroon. But
it's always worth looking at these international
Egypt, I would think, would be knocked out. I'm not really sure. They're still in this thing, technically. Everyone is technically still in this thing. But I'm going to do the stats and tally of the last game.
And this is how Egypt will line up for this game. The kind of players that we expect. And it's a shot.
That should have been a goal number 1. I said that Egypt's struggling here.
Yeah, maybe just caught cold there. Wasn't expecting the chance to land at his feet and made a mess of it.
Vilakazi.
Crowd with an ooh and ahs be thrown here for South Africa.
It's a good cross.
Oh, that was close. Cross here for a corner here, actually, for
It's head in hands for him, but the goalkeeper, no wonder he's getting pats on the back.
Here's Trezeguet.
Yeah.
Trezeguet. El Neni. They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous. Trying to pick out someone in the centre.
I said right now, Egypt is in a spot to win and advance to the next round. And the way they could do that, I'll tell this right now, is how they could do this, is that if Egypt defeats South Africa and Cameroon defeats an Ivory Coast, No, if Cameroon defeats Ivory Coast, essentially Cameroon would be knocked out. I mean, Ivory Coast would be knocked out, and it would be Cameroon and Egypt advancing. Or, if South Africa wins this game, then South Africa would have to hope that Cameroon would defeat Ivory Coast in order for South Africa to advance. And then all Ivory Coast has to do is hope that both these teams tie, and then hopefully Ivory Coast could tie with Cameroon. If not, they have to kind of win. That's the situation that they're in now, Ivory Coast. So it's going to be quite the interesting situation these next two games. These two games are going to determine who's going to join Cameroon, since we already know that they're in tip-top shape.
Keep moving the ball. Given it, he tried to place it.
That's an ugly one.
Yeah, probably did choose the wrong option. Should have tried to get some power behind that shot.
Right now, Cameroon doesn't really have to worry about advancing anymore. They have already advanced.
I'll say. Nice interplay between the two of them. El Neni. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. Terrific play on the ball.
Oh, lovely clean.
Referee playing that advantage. We saw that referee symbol there. Referee is playing advantage. Oh ho, good stuff there from South Africa. Like I said, right now we have a chance to see something a little bit different from this group. Is Cameroon advanced last year? They're going to advance this year. It's guaranteed pretty much on the way they've played. And now it's really on this game to see if maybe they could change it. They could change to advance this year. Have a little bit of a shocker to either Egypt or South Africa.
With some penetration in their passes. They'll say. He went in well.
Egypt with that interception, though they get it back. Mohamed Elneny going to get it to Morsi. To El Said. To Mosen. Shot, good save there by the goalkeeper.
Drills it in. It has hit the frame of the goal.
Oh, so close.
The placement inches away from scoring.
Here they are on the attack. And shoots!
Oh.
You can see what he was trying to do. Passed it into the net, but passed it off target. Well off target. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation.
Is it the dolly? Off the bar, my goodness. Off the post. Again, it's like these guys... My goodness, man.
I'll say. Presented possession to the opposition now. Clever idea, but a little too eager to get in behind the opposition. Caught offside.
I don't think it mattered right there, ref.
It's a bit too eager.
Gabber. They'll say.
So I really don't think it mattered there for the referee to even call that. For South Africa, their possession was already over.
They'll say.
To Morsi.
They'll say. Just moving the opposition around, maybe trying to wear them out by getting them to chase. That's a fine challenge, and he's got the ball.
Go Halanti, gets his Wayne. To Furman.
El Mohammedi. It's Salah. They'll say. El Neni. There's some potential in this move.
The shot, good save. So the game, one of these teams definitely needs to win this, if they want to have a shot at going on to the next round. to the knockout stage. They need to win this. We have 2 minutes of added time left in the first half, folks.
The opponents around him, that's good screening of the football.
And that is the end of the first half, folks. We're on to the second half of this game.
The ball is moving again for the start of the second half. Mohamed El-Neni. Looking good, this move.
Oh, again, another missed shot from both sides. They just really, in this entire group, they have struggled to get into the net. I'm telling you, they have really struggled. They've never seen a team score more than 1 goal. It's been 1 goal, and that's what they've really been hoping for. To say, if we score 1, maybe we can win. And it's almost have to play a clean sheet, and it's difficult for some teams. You know, Ivory Coast has not been able to win a game yet. They've tied. Hey, they could be the first team to advance by tying. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, man, they're struggling here. And thankfully, this is the group stage, not the knockout stages. They were really going to have to step it up. If any of these teams, along with Cameroon, go on to the next round.
The referee is given the free kick.
Free kick here for South Africa. Could honestly probably cross this one in. Good save with the goalkeeper. Egypt gets it back here, right? Let's see what they're going to do with it. Not much. Moisen, you had a teammate, my goodness. Jesus. You have a teammate. Use him. Oh, another miss.
A certain opening goal. Oh dear, oh dear. I think it's one of those that might play on his mind now for the rest of the match.
They'll say. El-Neni. Coming on strong and looking to play their way through now.
Oh, South Africa, that good interception there.
Looked dangerous.
Like I said, teams have really struggled.
Mohamed El-Neni. Into the attacking third. Salah. Well, that was so close.
Another miss. Man.
Straight past the outside.
Yeah, I think he's beaten the keeper.
Seen maybe 10 misses so far in this game right now. It's not even funny.
Really getting at the opposition this far up the pitch now. They'll say. And that's good support as they build this attack. They'll say. And here's El-Neni. It's in the laws, the advantage, and the referee applying it well then. Gets his foot in there. Bilakazi. He's very confident with the ball at his feet. Gaba. It's Salah now. Well, they're in a good position here. I'll say.
Oh, here we go.
Really, to read the intention of the pass.
Well, time taking on both these teams. A draw here is going to send them potentially packing. Because it's not looking good for either side.
getting forward well as a team now. He's aiming for the front post. Tries to punch it away.
Wow. Struggles here of both these teams are
Mohamed Salah. El Mohamedi.
no team has been able to put up a goal.
They could pose some danger now. No, that's not. The defenders managed to get in the way there. He can't keep it on
15 misses, essentially, is what that's supposed to say.
Well, at this stage in the game, he's going to take the risk, the manager. He's going to bring on an extra attacker. Attacking well here.
Well, hopefully that guy can, you know, get into the net for y'all, because y'all have struggled today with that. Wow.
I thought they were in for the winner there until that marvellous interception.
Marvelous. Glorious.
He's been forced just to knock the ball forward by the press.
So if no side scores, they're pretty much in the hot seat to just get eliminated. That's really what they're at right now. They need to win this one. They need to hope that something bad happens to. I'm surprised that was not called a penalty.
Passed it off target, well off target.
I think both sides bringing on an extra attacker. Well, second goal here is what they need to win this one. They cannot take a tie, otherwise it's all over.
And here's a chance to get at the opposition. It's a chance for the shot's on. Ball's loose. Goalkeeper made the save. Vilakazi. Oh, we're still waiting for the game's opening goal.
That's a yellow card. Wait. That's a yellow card. Is it a goal kick or is it a corner? It's a goal kick. All right.
Add to the list here. It's not exactly been clinical finishing out there today.
Egypt right now is on there. I was on the. Oh.
Defending there, stopping that attack.
And that is it for this one, folks. They're done.
The scores are still level.
Yeah, right now, even if. I mean, I don't know how it would go down actually, because the way it would go, if Ivory Coast loses by more than 2, then these two teams, Egypt and South Africa, would go to a sudden death game, and then it would be that the winner of that game that would go on. But the next game we got, folks, which might be the final game, who knows, is Cameroon versus Côte d'Ivoire. All Ivory Coast has to actually do here, and it's really simple, is tie, and they advance. So far they'd be the only team to win, to advance to the knockout stages, and not win a game in order to get there. That's how crazy the situation is right now for them. But to a point, that's how easy it is for them. So all they have to do is just tie. They don't even have to win. They could. It's one of the easiest roads that they could that you could ever have, is to tie and know that you actually have to you advance. It's been that bad of a group. I'm very disappointed on how both teams will do it. That was a horrible game. It was a disgusting game. And they really let themselves down in that one. No one to blame but themselves. Ivory Coast in the white, Cameroon and the yellow and red.
This is the starting lineup today.
And the game that means so much for Ivory Coast.
Yeah, how it always used to be. Don't see it quite so often these days. But,
and I mean that, it means a lot for Ivory Coast here. All they have to do is tie or win, and they go on to the next round.
4-3-3, and they've got natural wide players in that front three with a central striker.
I think that's the key.
It really, ladies and gentlemen, is as simple as that.
It's a complicated job actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward.
This is the final game we got for you in this live stream for FIFA today.
An onus on them.
Group J.
That's rather skewed off his head in the end.
Big goal kick here for
I think he probably closed his eyes there.
Cameroon.
Zambo Anguissa. looked very good indeed, but the move was broken down. There's good progress with this attack.
This is it's probably the lowest, yeah, this is right by far, folks, is the lowest scoring, I think, group that we'll have. Next to Group G, which is Germany and Belgium, they made it. That's crazy.
And in he goes with the tackle.
Huh.
Going to be a throw right by the corner flag.
Wow, that's crazy.
Slipping it through. Trying to switch on the far too close across to the keeper. Neatly intercepted. Good interception. And here they are on the attack. Threading it through.
Oh, good save there. Good defending there, I should say.
What about that chance a few minutes ago? We can see it again now. Corner swung in. That's an easy piece of goalkeeping.
Good catch there from the goalkeeper.
They could pose some danger now.
Nascar.
Into the box it goes, along the ground. Cleared away by the defender.
Uh-oh. That's out with the cross.
Andre Frank, Sambo Anguissa. Played forward, a bit of menace in this attack. With good vision. He has got a chance to get the cross in. Shots on him.
Oh, bad shot.
Got his bearings wrong. Into the attacking third. Mukanjo.
I said, folks, all Ivory Coast has to do is tie, and they can go on to the next round. If they tie or win, they're good. If they lose, then it's going to be really what it would come down to if they even lose by one, is that you'll have three teams who never won a game, and so it wouldn't even go on to, I can't have a penalty shot between two teams. So it would be a coin toss of who I think would be the best fit, and so what happened, I'd have to go in mid-mind Mo, catch Dark Orange 2, you are it, and that would be the team that would go on. I really don't want to do that because it's a very controversial decision, and you know, it sucked for two of these teams who couldn't win any mid-mind Mo or some shit like that.
Oh, nothing wrong with that, was that? I thought he was going to score with a header, but top keeping.
Put the corner in the middle, and they get it away.
Here goes Cameroon to get it back. So Cameroon does have an opportunity to sweep. There's only been one team to do it, to sweep their group, and that was Slovenia. So
Mukanjo.
Let's cut the spot here.
Slipping it through.
Oh.
Kept it out. That's a foul, free kick. dear. Onto the attack now. Good vision. Hitting hard and low.
This game has so much on the line for Ivory Coast.
Well, we can catch up with the details.
And for Cameroon, it's completely nothing. They can care less.
Because he's landed right on top of his elbow, and that's causing him some serious pain at the moment.
Jeffrey's in the know, down by the benches. So the referee awards a free kick.
Free kick for Cameroon.
Very quickly taken, the free kick.
Yeah, very quickly taken is right.
Will end the threat, at least for the moment.
It's a big corner here for Cameroon.
Corner played into the middle.
Good save by the goalkeeper. As we're about to go into added time, folks, we're going to have 3 minutes of added time in this first half.
Just to head the ball and didn't really get the direction at all on it.
Well, they're having to defend, aren't they? So he's come deep and he's got hold of the ball and they can build off him. And that goalkeeper can just saunter out and pick that up.
Booming one here.
Quick header.
And that is in the first half, folks. Wow. So all Ivory Coast has to do is keep it tied 0-0, and they will go on to knockout stages. Along with Cameroon. So they're fighting for that second place spot right now, knowing that they cannot afford to give up a goal. Coolest thing about this is even if they do, man, is that if they do actually
An easy one for the linesman. He was a good couple of yards.
advance Ivory Coast, they'd be the first team so far this year to advance by tying 3 straight times. The shot, oh, that was the one, and Ivory Coast fell up short again. It's been the accuracy flaring up in this. It's been all the misses of goals that have just been horrible today for this group.
Sambo Anguissa. Got it back again from his teammate. Well, they're in a good position here.
That's a goal. Oh, the shot's off target again.
He's made a total hash of it.
Just panicked, I think.
Substitution made by Cameroon. I mean, Ivory Coast. Kalu gonna come in for Asiale. My bad. Ivory Coast made that substitution. Right now, Ivory Coast is playing to survive. They want to go back to the knockout stages, not have it end here in the group stage.
A poor tackle, but it hasn't done any harm, and they've still got the ball.
Wow.
Despite the challenge on them. Sambo Anguissa. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Break quickly when they get possession. Delivered into the box. Defended well.
Close but no cigar. They had a man open for the shot, and Ivory Coast didn't see it.
The move was broken down. Andre Frank Sambo Anguissa.
We approach the 60-minute mark in this game.
The pass wasn't really a very thoughtful one. And the ball's gone for a corner. He has got the opportunity to change the tactics.
Corner here for Ivory Coast, and Toko Kambe gonna come for Basagog.
Very good distance to the
Charlotte there, Decor gonna come for DA. That's what she's made by Ivory Coast. So it was a double substitution there.
Set it up well for the cross. It's a good cross. Good defensive clearance.
There's actually a really good cross right there from Ivory Coast. The one from the actual corner.
Looking for teammates in the middle.
Goalkeeper punched that one away with authority.
Look,
Jesus.
one of those days where the keeper will not be beaten. He's filling that goal today.
Salamantelo. This looks promising.
All right. Oh, good interception there.
Still got a bit to do, but this is promising. He's got it away. Oh, it could be on.
The shot. It's a goal for Ivory Coast, and Ivory Coast leads 1-0 over Cameroon. They didn't want to leave anything to chance to the Ivory Coast. They were playing to survive, and is this enough for them to survive to go into the knockout stage? Does Cameroon have an answer for them now is the question. Koch with a huge goal against Cameroon. It's Cameroon. Let's see how they're going to answer back. Ivory Coast not going to let that happen. To get intercepted here from Ivory Coast.
Put into the middle. And they've got a corner out of that. A bit lucky, it was deflected.
A double substitution here, folks. Now for Cameroon, it was Olinga going to come in for Mukanjo, and then for Ivory Coast, it's Pepe going to come in for Cornet. Throw in here for Cameroon.
Piece of interplay between the two. Into the attacking third. He can cross it now. Come away with the ball cleanly. Great tackle. Getting the ball back and thinking attack straight away. Salomon Kalou. Well, the right man can
Oh, wow.
show his skills here.
The Creditor, oh, it's not going to be any good, but Cameroon does get it back, I believe. That's going to be a throw in here for Ivory Coast. Substitution made by Cameroon. Mandejik got to come in for Dijon. It's intercepted by Cameroon. And that's a goal from Cameroon. They answer back, and now we're tied, folks, at 1 apiece again. Cameroon may be trying to play spoiler for Ivory Coast, but Ivory Coast is still taking a deep breath, and they just cannot give up another goal if they want to advance the knockout stages. Can they not? Will they choke is the question, and so much is running on the line. I told this before, I'll say it again, that Ivory Coast is playing to survive. They want that clock gone, and that's going to be a corner here for Ivory Coast. Cross comes in. Header. Oh, I thought that was a goal. That's going to be a goal kick here for Cameroon. Final moments of the game, plus we have added time, folks. That time's down right now. Ivory Coast is just hoping that the whistle blows. They steal it here. They're going to boom that one all the way down there to Kalou. It's Kodjo, the shot, good save by the goalkeeper. That's to be another corner here for Ivory Coast. Now they're enjoying the fact they can waste more clock. Ivory Coast playing to survive. I'll say it again, man. That was a really bad corner. We have 3 minutes of that time. Ivory Coast will get the ball back. They just got to waste it. They have to waste the clock. But right now, Cameroon has it. This is not a good sight for Ivory Coast. Oh, the referee got involved. The referee got in the way. We've seen that happen before. It's happened to me. I know how that feels, Cameroon. They're going to... This would be a corner here for Cameroon. Probably the worst thing right now. Ivory Coast playing to survive. Is it going to happen? Will there be a goal by Cameroon?
There's a chance, really, of getting into a scoring position then, but anything but.
The shot, it's Stolen here, and that's it, folks. Ivory Coast survives. It is a tie, and Ivory Coast becomes the first team in this year to advance the knockout stages by tying 3 times in a row. How crazy is that? But Cameroon and Ivory Coast do survive. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the Building Gang. We'll see you next time, everybody. Stay off the hook.